to say that 2,000 metres will certainly.
He's a little bit jealous that he's there on the final day, but I don't think anyone deserves it more than Brodie. So I'll be there cheering. Might not have a Sydney scarf on, but I'll be cheering Brodie.
Great to see you. Good luck today, and good to see you too, George.
Hey, who do you go for?
Demons.
Good boy.
There you go, Demons. I don't know if they're running today, but anyway, good luck.
Terrific stuff there. Well, the MRC Foundation is a wonderful supporter of many different charities. And as you can see, there's many charities that have been included. If your horse wins, it's first place $20,000, second $10,000, and third $5,000. We've got Koala Kids, Down Syndrome, Victoria, Pancare, Kids Foundation, amongst a lot of others. So a great incentive over the last couple of years that the MRC Foundation has put into place. Of course, this race gets you the golden ticket into the Caulfield Cup, one of the 5 majors here in Australia. We're heading into the yard now. It is an interesting MRC Foundation Cup over the 2,000 metres, Richo. And the first horse that we take a look at is Q Tempesta. This is for Team Hayes and Mark Zara, who are already in rich form at the moment.
Certainly, and Katie's got this guy on top. If you've been following your Italian form, he was very impressive over in Italy and earned a spot over into Australia. Terrific run in the Heatherly to say that 2,000 metres will certainly suit him even better. He's 22nd in the order of entry for the Caulfield Cup, so he's probably already in the race. A little like Just Fine, who's a Group 1 winner, the winner of the Metrop. He sits on 25 in the order of entry. He probably gets a run anyway.
He's a horse that has just started to return to a little bit of form. I'm not saying he's returned to the absolute peak form that we saw him at last preparation, but I think that he's working up to something. You've got Francesco Guardi as your roughie in this race, Joe Moreira, and of course Chris Waller partner up together. He is going through his grades quite nice. He's improving each and every start, and he does look as though the extended distance will always suit him.
Absolutely. Remember how impressive he was in Moonee Valley Cup, but that was a while ago, so he hasn't actually passed the first elimination clause from a Caulfield Cup. He needs to win today to head that way. Here's Gear Up. Well, he's 50 in the order of entry. He needs to win today to be a chance to run in a Caulfield Cup.
He certainly does. He's thought his first up run was excellent, and notably he loves to improve second up into the preparation. So he could be a horse that you can pop into your multiples. Future History did a good job in the Heatherly last time out. He's definitely, I think, over the odds at this time.
Yeah, the Layla Rose Foundation cheering for him, and Layla Rose Foundation's a beauty. It's a small charity from down in Warrnambool, based there in honour of a young lady who lost her life far too soon, and looking after sick kids and also families. So our heart goes out to them. Oh, what a story this would be from a Melbourne Cup point of view. The map, it's already in the great race, the Melbourne Cup. Going to book a spot into the Caulfield Cup.
Wow, she looks incredible. I saw her wandering around before, and she looks as though she's much more forward in condition. Remember at the end of last preparation where she run the Ramsden with a coat on her so long. So she's really tuned up, and they've got a plan with her, and this is a great stepping stone.
I saw Dan Clarkin yesterday. Positivity, and he was very confident on the map. Positivity for Andrew Forsman. Well, she ran second in the New Zealand Oaks, so she's aiming towards a Caulfield Cup. She's 55 in the order of entry, so she's a long way down. And this guy has not qualified. He hasn't passed the ballot clause, but I've got him on top, and I thought he was so unlucky first up.
I loved your interview with Kieran Maher when you asked about him. He said, I love that horse.
Yeah.
That's got to hold some weight.
Well, I saw him at Royal Ascot. You and I were working together there in the Queen's Vase when he ran second to Gregory and then purchased and brought out to Australia. I think he's a really, really good stayer. And so is this guy, who's so young. He's a little raw. It might be next season for him, but there's huge upside.
I thought the return of him at the Valley was excellent. This does look like a nice race for him, and he might just be a little bit more forward in condition than a few of these others who are early on in their preparation.
Josh, the market for the Win and You're In Foundation Cup.
Yeah, coming for immediacy here. The punters are keen. The Sportsbet punters are queuing up to get aboard this horse. Of course, runner-up at its most recent performance behind Pericles, $3.50. It's been a good go in the past 10 or 15 minutes. St. George, so incredibly unlucky. Never got a run at them, the big grey, but draws down inside again here. Gate number 2, so might need some luck at some stage as well. Q Tempest has been spec'd across the day and across the past 24 hours. And Just Fine has been the big drifter, but getting up to 2,000 metres might be the key for the My Racehorse runner here. But Immediacy has been all the rage with punters at $3.50 here in race number 7. Good luck to those taking a quaddie. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on your screen or visit that website.
Well, Immediacy's got 50 kilos in the Caulfield Cup, sits 42 in the order of entry, and is the market big push here towards winning this race and winning in?
I think that the two horses that you have mentioned, St. George and Immediacy, look to me as though they're the ones on form who can win this race. But I thought the map looked fantastic. So the map is the pick of the yard. Probably going to see her improve through this preparation, but I thought she looked to me as though she's returned here in great order, Richo.
And the track talk is a buzz at the moment with the Autumn Glow. What a freak she is on pace bias. Josh Hedges says, we found a new champion. I don't know if they want to throw around the champion yet, Josh, but she looks an awfully good filly, and the longer it goes, the better. Social media is lighting up at the moment. Daniel Jackson, who loves J-Mac and is a good judge, simply the best on Autumn Glow. So that's what's trending at the moment on the socials, courtesy of Track Talk. Market mover here, JJ.
That's when you know you've made it, Richo, when your tweet appears on TV. You've got to love that. It will be Immediacy here. This horse has been well backed into $3.40. Got some form behind the late, great Riff Rocket.
Ooh, okay, so Busted and Young, Craig Williams trying to win their way in. There's Jamie Carr going forward on the ghostly grey St. George, who has that luminous cap there. Katie, who wins this race? Or you think it'll be the Italiano that can win its way in?
I do. I think Mark Zara has a good chance here in Q Tempesta. I loved his run first up, but I thought there was some tasty odds about Just Fine, Richo. And third up, Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott have sent this guy down there after a really good run in the Chelmsford.
Tasty indeed, KM. I agree with that. I'm with St. George here. You just can't ignore what he did last start, Richo. And if he'd had clear air and clear running, he might have gotten a little closer. Yeah,
you're dead right. And make sure you can eyeball Chris Waller there, Speedy, because Francesco Guardi, I thought, was really good in the Chelmsford. He is a good roughie in this race, and here we go. You win, and you're in the Caulfield Cup. That's what's up for grabs here, plus wonderful charity element. It is the MRC Foundation Cup.
1,000 metres, and the field is set to go. Ready. Gates crashing away. La Don de Vie away fairly with Francesco Guardi, and Penny Wecker out the back. Beginning well, Gear Up with Future History and Just Fine from the deep. St. George is going to lob in fourth place from Care Tempesta. Then came Positivity on the inside. Immediacy is on a limb and trying to find a position. And Mate's kicking up underneath of it with also Akita Sushi. Next in the field is Fancy Man. And then came the Map and Banker's Choice. Well back La Don de Vie. Penny Wecker second last on the outside of Francesco Guardi as they reach the top of the course of the 1,400 metres. So it's Just Fine, the leader for Geordie Childs, led out and happy to set the tempo by 2.5 lengths. Future History in second place, about 2 lengths to Gear Up outside of Positivity. 1.5 lengths away next in the field is St. George, one of the favourites. Fancy Man outside of Akita Sushi, then Care Tempesta. Next along the insiders are made as they're about to run through halfway at the 1,000 metres. Immediacy got one off the fence but had to drag back as a result. Banker's Choice around it, fizzes it up as they reach the 950. 1.5 lengths La Don de Vie, and they were followed by well back the Map with also Penny Wecker and Francesco Guardi. So it's Just Fine the leader. 800 metres to go. Got a little bit of a breather by a length of Future History, but the speed's been pretty good. 1.5 lengths Positivity, and then came Gear Up, who's niggled at before the corner. Fancy Man next, followed by St. George. 2 lengths to Banker's Choice and Care Tempesta. Further back is Akita Sushi. Immediacy has about 9 to pick up. Then came La Don de Vie, the Map, Maiden Francesco Guardi. Future History moves up on the outside of Just Fine as they reach the 300 metres. They're 1.5 lengths in front, running up behind those horses. Positivity, Gear Up, and St. George right down the outside. It's Future History at the 200. Positivity, Gear Up. St. George, the outside, is still whacking on. Future History kicks at the 100 metres just in front. Positivity lifting with St. George. Future History, it's going to be a head bobber with Positivity. Future History or Positivity, it's on the nod from St. George and Gear Up. Next to finish in the race was Fancy Man and Care Tempesta. Immediacy didn't come on. The Map Banker's Choice, La Don de Vie, Just Fine and Made, Francesco Guardi, Akita Sushi, and at the tail, Pennywecker.
Geez, four-way go here in the MRC Foundation Cup over the 2,000 metres. Photo all placings, but the naked eye tells us that it might be Positivity there in the centre in the pink and green colours, who was scratched in the last event last week because of the heavy conditions, but finds herself with a dry deck today. Second up, great steer there by Harry Coffey, who wasn't afraid to urge her over the line, and she finds herself in a Caulfield Cup, Lizzie.
Oh, it was anyone's race, wasn't it? With a furlong to go, you could see that Positivity was searching for a bit of room. Future History just lugging out in the concluding stages. Gear Up, and they were making it very tight, and then she just stuck her nose out right on the line. A nice performance there, as you mentioned. Finds herself now in a Caulfield Cup. A few really good runs in behind. Future History did a good job. Gear Up also was great second up. And St. George, he looked like he was going to work into it, but he just peaked on his run in the concluding stages. But a really good finish there. 4 across the lines, heads up, heads down, but Positivity gets a nod.
Those first 4 across the line, Katie, they were in a league of their own today, and you wouldn't be surprised if a few of those keep going and progressing forward. Maybe they've already gained a start in the Caulfield Cup, or you never know, they might get even further into the preparation.
Yeah, absolutely. What a finish. And Future History, wasn't he brave? He really, really pinned his ears back and wanted it, but it was too strong. Positivity. Harry Coffey, a good ride there, and I love the run of Gear Up. I loved his trial leading into this, so I think he's in for a big preparation. St. George, off their backs, had every chance.
I agree with you, he did. He got clear air today, he found a bit of a gap on the turn, and yeah, he was hitting the line, but maybe just wanted it a bit more dead. Positivity, the mare. Let's catch up, and he's one of our faves here at 7 Horse Racing, with winning jock in Harry Coffey.
Well, that was super. You ran second last start and you've just gone and won that, the MRC Foundation Cup. Must be a good feeling.
Yeah, it is a good feeling. Awesome for this horse to run some consistent races and get rewarded today. Andrew and his team travelling horses over to Australia, it can be tough, but they show time and time again that they can do it, and nice for the team to get some rewards. And I've had a little bit of luck for Andrew now, so good to keep playing the faith.
And this horse has been presented in outstanding order. Pick of the yard by Amy Yagi, and you couldn't pull it up.
Was she the pick of the yard? Was she? She wasn't in there long. Once I got on her, she was on a bit of a mission and wanted to get out on the track. But yeah, she's a real scopy, lengthy type who I don't reckon she actually knows what's going on fully yet. Still a lot of raw ability there, but no, good for her to win this race. Obviously, not only is this race special because of what's attached to it with all the charities involved, but it's a race that springboards a lot into the majors in the spring, so any horse that wins it, you know they're going the right way.
Yeah, you're up to potentially a Caulfield Cup and potentially bigger things in store. Do you think we can get there?
Well, all you can do is win. That's 2 really consistent runs in a row, so I suppose she's going to get in with no weight. I might have to get on the brown rice diet to ride her, but all you can do is win, and that's what she's doing, so she's going the right way.
You rode that super, well done. Keep going.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Oh, he's such a good egg, is Harry Coffey, isn't he? And he rode that to perfection.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure he will certainly be trying to get his weight down, but he'll enjoy a yummy meal tonight, I feel.
I suggest so. He's, him and the fam will enjoy something delicious tonight as they head towards a Caulfield Cup. We head towards the 7+ Sports Stakes next at Randwick over the 1,600 metres. It's worth $1 million. Fangirl, the Cerise, multiple Group 1 winner. Royal Patronage, last start winner for the Waterhouse Bot team. Tim Clark looking for a treble. Zoo Gotcha, ever consistent. TB in the saddle.